Wanted to talk a little bit about the event that's coming. It's going to be both a heavy rain event, and we're also expecting maybe some severe weather over southern Arkansas. We had a little bit of a drought this summer, which started this summer and went into October. Actually, pretty serious drought over mainly southern Arkansas, but it did spread up into the north in October. And then all of a sudden, it's kind of like we flipped a switch, and it started raining. We've had a wet fall. We've had a pretty much almost an end to a drought, but it's not quite over. And that was kind of predicted because we've had a strong El Nino develop. And when we talk about El Nino, we're talking about warmer than normal water near the equator in the Pacific Ocean. Speaking of rain, we do have a lot of rain in the forecast. And that's coming up not only later today, it's already starting to rain over parts of Arkansas, but the heavier rain is going to come later today and in through tomorrow. As we head into tomorrow afternoon, the front actually moves into the state. This is where we get the heaviest rain during the event. I mean, it's going to come down about as heavy as we've seen during the entire event, and we're talking 2 to 3 inch amounts, a big swath of moisture as it goes through the state. And if there's going to be any flash flooding, it's going to be during this time period from tomorrow morning into the afternoon hours as the front goes through the state. About the northern half of the state where we're looking at maybe some 4 to 5 inch amounts there, but even southern Arkansas gets quite a bit of rain where we're looking at 2 to 3 inch amounts from Little Rock onto the south. I would fully expect to get flash flooding in places, but I don't think this is going to be a huge flash flood event. We're not looking for any significant river flooding across the state. We're talking about the Black River, the White River. The main stem rivers probably shouldn't have any big problems. The other thing I wanted to spell out too with this El Nino pattern, we're not really expecting this pattern to end anytime soon. We are in a wet pattern heading deeper into the fall, so this flood and flash flood concern is going to become even more elevated. I would say today and tomorrow will be a nice primer to get the soil, very well saturated, and then everything else after this, there's going to be more and more potential for flooding and flash flooding as long as this pattern continues.